Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my brief overview for 2019. So this is a year of vision, opportunity, and surprises. All right, there's a lot happening this year. It certainly promises to be a better year. There's a lot of people I know who really are just pleased to say goodbye 2018, me included. So, it's great to sort of start a new year with optimism. And I know that we think that each and every year that this is going to be the best year yet. But really, I do believe it is going to be that. So it's a year of opportunity. And with abundant planet Jupiter in Sagittarius, which is the sign that it rules, then really anything is possible this year. The success code is to be positive and optimistic. Follow your heart, look for opportunities, and above all else, don't give up. Okay, so whenever life changes, though, we get through that sort of point or stage where it gets a little bit uncomfortable. My spiritual advisor in New York, John Mark Shaw, used to say, when life gets messy, and I love that term, when life gets messy, that's when you know your life is changing, and you've sort of got to go through that messiness and that slightly uncomfortableness to get to the other side. So, if you want your life to change, then you have to go through some changes, and that can quite often mean that some things, people, and situations leave your life, which then creates a space and a void for something or someone else to come in. Okay, so, but of course, with the Jupiter energy, always with Jupiter and Venus, and particularly when they're together, it's the best way to work at that energy is to be positive. Put it out there in what you want. Like, think of the end result and then focus on your end result, and then start working back. Okay, how am I going to get to that now? What plans am I going to make? How am I going to sort of put the pieces into place? Keeping into mind that, you can do everything that you want to do, but probably not all at once. So you have to chunk it down, as we would say. I think that's an Aussie saying, but chunk it down into smaller, more achievable parts and think, okay, this is what I'm going to focus on this month, and then break it down even further to focus on through the week, So Saturn is still in Capricorn, so will be for a little while now, and it's in the sign that it rules. So it's very, it's comfortable here. It builds solid foundations of security, stability, and that vibration is right through this year. So, whatever we look to start or changes that we make this year in our own life, we want to look to the future. Is it going to be a stepping stone? Is it going to lead to somewhere that's more stable, or is it just something that's going to be overnight? Uranus is in Taurus. It did move into Taurus last year, and then of course in its retrograde transit it moved out, and so it's moving back in March. So Uranus really can change your way of thinking, and especially about love and money. So it's in that second house which rules love and money. And you want to look at different ways to handle, invest, save, spend your cash, okay? And there's lots of different ways of doing money these days. And that whole cryptocurrency is very much a Uranus in Taurus vibration. So, that's a good thing to think about as well. Now, Chiron, which is known as the wounded healer, focuses your attention on your physical self. So it moves out of Pisces, where it's been for the last 8 years, and so in Pisces it's more about getting in touch with your spirituality, your intuition, and we can certainly see that whole area of life has come into the spotlight more and become more norm. I mean, I remember when I first started studying meditation when I was like a teenager, because you wouldn't even use the word meditation. It was thought to be way too, out there. But, I mean, that was many, many moons ago, of course. But now, meditation and many other things of self-development on a soul level are the norm. And, we can talk about it to friends and colleagues or, people. And of course, that's what us astrologers and psychics are here for, because to us it is normal discussion. So now as Chiron moves into Aries, it's more about your body, your physical body. And so the focus is going to shift more to the food that we eat, how we look after our body. I mean, we're spiritual beings, yes, but we're here in this physical body. So, is it enough just to eat vegetables? We have to make sure that they're clean and wash them properly, or, get organic if we can, or eat more whole foods. And so there's a whole shift happening now where we really focus on looking after our body, our temple that carries us through this life. And whatever that means, I mean, whether it's going to a gym or getting an exercise buddy, or focusing also on, what you put into your body and also on your outside of your body, looking and being the best that we can. The eclipse energy brings surprises. I mean, there's eclipse in January, solar eclipse in early January, lunar eclipse on the 21st, depending on where you are in the world, and powerful energy. And that's going to be again in July, and early July and late July. So, the eclipses we have each year are always dynamic, intense energy, and it brings the potency of energy to be able to really shift things. You may not totally be in control of it, but the energy does sort of upheaval a little bit, which can help sort of shifts. And generally they'll close a door to open a door, so you got to watch for the opportunities that come around eclipse. And a great time to see where the eclipses are, not only in your solar sun sign chart, but in your personal chart as well. Spirituality, you become much more aware this year, well, staying grounded in the here and now. So we're like combining that logical, with the Taurus and Taurus and Aries energy of the Chiron and the Uranus, with the spiritual and instinctual and intuitive senses. So there's like a balancing and coming together, which I really like a lot. So I do have a year ahead reading special on for January. If you go onto the site, onto the astrology reading page at jenniferangel.com, I have only offered it as a 60-minute because it's difficult to do a year ahead reading under 60 minutes. I have put a special on that, but if you're really, really on a budget, then just reach out to me and, we'll have a look at what we can do as a shorter time. But in that session, I'll have a look at what's coming up for this year, the major transits, and what's coming up particularly in the next 3 months, and then an overview for 2019, and also specific areas that you're looking at for this year, and then as go into clairvoyance with the questions. Switch back to the chart for timing. So my readings are a combination of astrology, clairvoyance, very good at picking up energy of names, situations, companies, and my life coaching skills too, of course. So yeah, I'd love to do that. I love doing the readings. Great time to do that. And for Capricorns, we can also, and Capricorn and Aquarius, we can also have a look at your solar chart too. Okay, so love and luck to you. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks so much for supporting me over this little break, the 6 month break that I had, but I'm back. I'll try to get them up, the monthlies up sort of earlier than I have this month. And I hope you enjoy the year ahead readings. I'm going to go ahead and do them for each sign now, a snapshot of the year ahead. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for watching.